The Bodhi tree cast shadows upon the gathered disciples, its presence offering serenity to all who approached its shade. Buddha's voice carried through the air, gentle and firm, resonating with wisdom that flowed effortlessly as a river in motion. Disciples, today we speak of fame, a mirror that reflects not truth but distortion, which often misleads the unwary seeker. Ananda stepped forward, his face etched with concern. Master, the world calls your name with reverence. Yet doesn't this burden weigh upon you? The Buddha smiled, his demeanor unfaltering, a calm arising from depths beyond the reach of worldly adoration or disdain. The lotus rises, untouched by the murky waters below. Its beauty exists without yearning for admiration or acknowledgement, he said. He gestured toward the tree's roots, revealing how they held steadfast below, unseen yet vital to sustaining towering strength above. Fame is a shadow cast by sunlight. It is neither real nor lasting, only an extension of fleeting circumstances, he continued. He drew attention to Sujata's humble gift, her unadorned offering of rice, a gesture of generosity untethered by expectations or gain. She gave from the purity of her heart, seeking nothing in return. This act embodies true liberation from the chains of ego. Ananda listened closely, grappling with the notion that fame could exist without drawing attachment or evoking pride within oneself. Master, Ananda asked, can fame not serve as a beacon, guiding others toward enlightenment through the example of your teachings? The Buddha nodded, his response deliberate. Yes, like fire, fame can illuminate, but unchecked, it consumes the one who stokes its flame. It is not fame itself that ensnares us, but our attachment to its glow and fear of its inevitable fading, he elaborated. You, Ananda, must see fame as the breeze that stirs branches, not the roots which hold firm against life's storms, Buddha said. The disciples murmured among themselves, absorbing the metaphor, pondering their desires for recognition and its potential allure or peril. Consider the carpenter's chisel, an uncelebrated tool shaping wood, its purpose fulfilled without applause. Fame should hold no more significance, he said. As the day passed, Buddha shared stories of kings whose glory faded to obscurity when their ambitions overshadowed their inner peace. These rulers placed their crowns above their hearts, seeking dominion not over themselves, but the world that would never fully yield. The stories revealed the transitory nature of fame, its brilliance dulled by time, its grasp undone by the inevitable turning of seasons. Buddha's disciples reflected on their own aspirations, questioning the meaning behind desires shaped by external validation and worldly success. Fame whispers sweet temptations, but its melodies deceive. It binds the listener who follows blindly without questioning its nature, Buddha stated. He held his hand to the sky, the sun shining through his fingers, illustrating how truth transcends fame, untarnished by transient glory. Each one of you must confront fame with humility, embracing its lessons without surrendering to its illusions or burdens, Buddha said. The disciples bowed, their reverence deeper not for Buddha's renown, but for his unyielding wisdom, clarity rooted in selfless understanding. As the sun began to set, casting hues of gold and amber, Buddha's teachings settled in their hearts, enduring like ancient stone. The humble path resists the distraction of fame, inviting peace and clarity, grounding the soul amidst storms or sunlight alike, he concluded. Through this teaching, fame transformed not into aspiration, but a lens revealing the importance of steadfast virtue and inner equanimity. Another day, another crowd gathered in a royal palace, its opulence adorned with jewels and echoes of power across its halls. Buddha walked among the splendor, his robes simple yet radiant, exuding the humility that transcended wealth and worldly significance. The palace ruler greeted Buddha, his voice filled with reverence. Teacher, Accept treasures that reflect our gratitude for your teachings. Buddha smiled calmly, his gaze steady. True treasures are not crafted by hands but shaped by wisdom, compassion, and inner peace. He turned to his disciples, motioning toward golden chalices and ornate carvings displayed prominently as tokens of admiration. These items, though beautiful, hold meaning only when untouched by attachment and sought for their essence, not their fleeting value, Buddha said. He recounted the story of a merchant who traded pearls and silks, his happiness bound by the constant approval of buyers. The merchant's joy rose and fell as tides, never steady, because it relied entirely upon the whims of external opinion. Ananda observed the treasures and murmured, "Master, how do we resist this allure when its brilliance tempts even the most steadfast minds?" The Buddha replied, "Fame and wealth glitter like mirrors, reflecting illusions that distract from truth. Clarity lies in transcending their grasp." He gestured toward the window, where sunlight streamed through, illuminating a humble clay bowl resting quietly beside the grand offerings. The clay bowl fulfills its purpose without praise. It carries water, serving life, undistracted by its place within grandeur, Buddha explained. The ruler appeared contemplative, asking, "Master, how does one hold gratitude for fame while remaining free from its chains and desires?" Buddha's voice carried serenity. Gratitude thrives in detachment, recognizing gifts as moments of shared humanity, not possessions to define one's worth. He continued, "The lotus rises without seeking approval from the water beneath. It exists purely, unchained by the reflections around it." The disciples listened intently, their hearts weighed by questions of fame, purpose, and the search for balance amidst life's complexities. Beneath fame's allure lies emptiness, hidden behind praise that vanishes when tides shift. Wisdom sees beyond this fleeting mirage, Buddha said. The ruler offered jewels again, imploring, "Master, please accept. Your teachings deserve recognition fitting their immeasurable value to our kingdom." Buddha raised his hand. Recognition should honor the teachings themselves, not the teacher, for truth belongs to all, undivided, universal. He shared another tale of a potter crafting jars from earth, resilient through fire, unbroken, yet unnoticed amidst greater artistry. Even uncelebrated jars serve their purpose, holding water to sustain life. Their quiet strength surpasses adornment, fulfilling their true role, Buddha explained. Ananda reflected aloud, "Master, if fame is fleeting and approval deceptive, then how do we preserve the integrity of our intentions?" Buddha's response carried depth. Intention arises from the heart's clarity, pure in its resolve, unaffected by shadows of ambition or fear. He turned once more to his disciples, saying, "Let intention be the unshakable root, grounding each step forward despite winds or applause." The palace ruler's gaze softened, understanding Buddha's message, his hands lifting not treasures, but a humble offering of rice instead. This gift, born of simplicity, resonates with truth. It represents gratitude beyond expectation, aligning with the purity of shared humanity, Buddha said. As the day unfolded, the disciples observed how fame could illuminate paths yet remained powerless against wisdom's enduring flame. Buddha concluded, "To tether oneself to fame's approval or fear its absence is to drink salt water, thirsting still with every drop. The mirage of approval binds spirits who follow its illusions, leaving minds hollow and hearts restless in its wake," Buddha said. The disciples bowed, carrying Buddha's words like seeds sown in their hearts, awaiting blossoms of wisdom through reflection and practice. Nightfall arrived, its stars shimmering softly, guiding pilgrims with light that reflected Buddha's teachings, unwavering and shining, yet unattached and free. Through this truth, fame transformed into perspective, reminding all who listened that fulfillment dwelled far beyond fleeting applause or external recognition. Another day, another journey led the Buddha to a humble village, its streets alive with whispers and murmurs of envy. The disciples followed closely, observing how some spoke ill of the teacher's growing influence, driven by jealousy or misunderstanding. Sariputta approached Buddha, his face shadowed with concern. "Master, envy surrounds your name. Should we address these words that cause harm?" Buddha paused, his gaze serene. "Sariputta, the moon does not argue with clouds. It continues its path, illuminating what lies below." He turned to the gathering disciples, his words steady. "Criticism and jealousy are reflections, shadows cast by the fears of others." Buddha gestured toward a villager struggling to mend a broken pot, unfazed by the crowd's ridicule of his simple craftsmanship. "See how the potter works with quiet resolve, unmoved by their scorn. His purpose lies in creating, not seeking approval," Buddha said. Sariputta nodded but persisted. "Master, should we not guide others who misunderstand and allow envy to cloud their perceptions of truth?" The Buddha replied, "Guidance must come from compassion, not retaliation. Responding to shadows only scatters darkness, never revealing true light." He shared a tale of a bird flying through the storm, navigating winds calmly, unshaken by the chaos surrounding its flight. The bird does not curse the storm. It uses its wings to rise above, maintaining focus on the horizon ahead, Buddha explained. Ananda stepped forward, asking, "Master, what is the nature of jealousy? And why does it seek to diminish the light of others?" Buddha's voice softened. "Jealousy is born from insecurity, the fear of lack. It arises where the heart forgets its inherent abundance." He pointed to a tree bearing fruit, saying, "The tree does not envy another. Its strength lies in its roots, not comparison." As the disciples pondered, Buddha spoke further. "Criticism and fame are like opposing winds. Neither can sway one anchored in truth." He gestured to the village's well, deep and cool, sustaining many despite its quiet presence overshadowed by grander structures above. The well serves quietly, providing water. It does not demand recognition nor retreat from those who misjudge its worth, Buddha said. Sariputta bowed, understanding Buddha's teaching but hesitated. "Master, how should we respond when jealousy seeks to harm through falsehoods?" Buddha's reply carried clarity. "Respond with equanimity, choosing compassion over confrontation. Truth shines naturally, untarnished by the storms surrounding its light." He continued, "Let fame and criticism pass like clouds. One aligned with truth remains untouched, as steady as the earth below." The disciples marveled at Buddha's calm, realizing that his teachings transcended conflict, anchored deeply in universal, unwavering truths. Buddha shared another story of a sculptor carving stone, criticized for imperfections yet persisting, guided by inner vision instead of voices. The sculpture's hands shaped purpose, not for the applause of others. Their focus remained on craft, not on fleeting praise, Buddha explained. Ananda voiced another question. "Master, is criticism ever valuable? And how do we discern when it offers lessons rather than harm?" The Buddha nodded, his response measured. "Criticism holds value when born from wisdom and intention to uplift, not from jealousy seeking to diminish another. Discern criticism as nourishment. Embrace growth where truth resides. But discard what seeks merely to bind or create fear," Buddha advised. The disciples listened intently, reflecting deeply on how fame and criticism influenced their paths, often altering intentions without their full awareness. Buddha concluded, "Let fame be met with humility and criticism with clarity. Both are transient, unable to touch what truly lasts." The village grew quiet, its evening bringing calm as the moon rose, steady against the backdrop of fleeting clouds and shadows. Through Buddha's teachings, fame and criticism transformed from burdens into lessons, unveiling wisdom rooted in equanimity and unwavering purpose. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.